Hey guys, it's Killa, and we're back yet again with some more Marvel Contest of Champions. In this video, we're back with some Mastery fun. That's right guys, I don't think I've put out any videos about Mastery so far, and today is the day. I'm getting ready to take down that Nightcrawler basic arena reward grind. You know it's going to be a grind. We're going to push for 7 million, but before we do it, we're going to be switching the mastery from what I call a very overall general AQ/AW setup to an arena grinder setup, which is going to maximize your PI, which will in turn maximize your arena score per over time. Game, simple as that. So here we are. We're going to run through offense, defense, and utility. I'm going to give you a quick overlook, and most of you guys know this stuff. It's pretty basic, like I said. Again, I'm at a level 59, so I'm off by 1 mastery point, but that's really neither here nor there. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's take a look at the offense. This is the standard setup, maybe with a little extra on Pierce and a little bit extra here in Courage, right? So people go 1-1. A lot of the times they'll just go 1 of 3, 1 of 3. In my personal opinion, for Alliance War, Courage right here is definitely huge at 3 of 3 for Alliance War offense. A lot of the times you're going to take damage. Sometimes with some champs, you might do 2 or 3 fights while you're below 50%, maybe even more. This will give you 20% extra attack. That's like running a 20% booster all the time when that champion stays. Also think of it this way, a lot of the times when you revive, if you use a 40% revive, you still fall under that threshold. Okay guys, so that 3 of 3 for Alliance War is definitely, offense is definitely a cool mastery to have, and if you've got the extra points, put it in there. Definitely put it in there. And then also at Pierce. Pierce is something that's overlooked by a lot of people. If you are focused on doing major attack, if your mastery build is focused on doing attack, you want to maximize that attack damage by decreasing armor. This will make a difference if you go 3 of 3. Sometimes people say, well, what do I put it in? If I was going to only go one of them 3 to 3, which one would I do? Sometimes I say, well, hey, why don't you just do both of them at 2 of 2? Okay, you'll get 15% and 10%, I think, on the armor, 15% on the courage. So yeah, just do 2 and 2 if you don't have the points and you want to make them up. Other than that, the rest are basic, simple info that you'll find out there. In lesser precision, 1 of 5, 5 of 5 in greater precision. And the same thing here goes, lesser cruelty and greater cruelty, 5 of 5. Okay. I like to run for AQ and AW. I like to have a little bit more of a beefy punch, if you know what I'm talking about. So I like running Glass Cannon 3 of 3. Okay, but recoil, not good for Alliance War, not good for Alliance Quest, in my opinion. So it stops right there, and I don't typically run for my general AQ/AW setup, which is what you're seeing right here. I do not run Suicides. Then looking down below, I throw 1 in Despair. I throw 1 into Deep Wounds. And of course, some of you know I've got all kinds of different masteries. I've got fun masteries. I switch them up. That's one of the fun things about the game for me personally. But as you can see, I haven't unlocked the final step. My cam is in the way, but I'm actually at, there you go, you can see it, 4 of 5. 4 of 5. Right here on Assassin, which is beastly. I never unlocked the other one for the last 10% to go from 50 to 60%. I could, just maybe that was, I always figured my last point when I go to level 60 will probably go to unlocking Assassin 5 of 5. But I run the 4 of 5. And that's really my simple offense. And then of course, if you're doing AQ, and some of those paths are tough, if you're definitely playing in high prestige, or you're playing in a high prestige compared to your individual prestige, you're going to need some defense. So what I recommend for the AQ/AW general purpose mastery setup is we go in there, we start with 1 in vitality, we throw 1 into greater vitality. Then of course, one of the most important on defense is that block proficiency, guys. So you want to bring that up to 4 of 4. And I keep the tree going. Got the German Shepherd Ruka below, barking at the cars that pass by. So yeah, 1 of 4 on perfect block to continue the tree, and then stand your ground by going stand your ground. 5 of 5 mixed with parry. 3 of 3. You are set up for obviously 50% blocking on heavy attacks, which is amazing. But also you are also set up for the perfect parry. So taking little to no damage depending on the champion on your parry, which really when you get up there in crazy high champs or boosted champs, you might take advantage of that. In terms of, I go 1 on salve, okay, just to open up recovery. This is for running any champions with regeneration. You're just magnifying the health that you regenerate or you add in by 15% total. Since the willpower nerf, in my opinion, it really, I say go with 1. You don't need for the extra 2 points. You're not getting a whole lot more. That's for sure. That's for sure. And then coagulate. So coagulate. No, it's not going in there. That's really it on the defense. As you can see, 17. It's fairly balanced. 30 in offense, almost 30 in offense, about 17 in defense. And then in utility, I threw 1, as you can see, into Mystic Dispersion. I actually really like that. Limber for Alliance War D, I try to boost that when possible. Obviously, Dexterity, you need to put a 1 in there so that you can evade. And then Parry, 3 of 3. 1 of 3 on Petrify to unlock, 2 of 3 on Pacify, and 3 of 3 on Stupefy. That's to keep them stunned. And like I said, this is like a general setup for AQAW. What we're going to see is my changes and what I do for arena grinding. So we're going to recover. We'll do that right now. Start off. Are going to need to take some points out of here. We're definitely going to need to take some points out of here. We're going to start by, it's always so nerve-wracking. All right, recover. Let's go. Let's start with the defense. We're going to recover the defense. Let's recover it. You know, we can recover everything if we want. Let's do that so we can compare. It'll be interesting, guys, to compare. You'll see the before and after. Of course, I didn't do it because I just had this idea for the before shot for the AQAW, but we'll see what happens to the change. I probably do have a screenshot, or we saw it in the video, so we can actually rewind later and check the before. When I started in, we can see what Star-Lord was at. So we've now recovered everything. No masteries. That's where we're at. Wow, it's so low with no masteries. So just as the gauge, Star-Lord 5389 at 455, right? Everyone else is super low, and you notice the order of the champs changes depending on the mastery. Certain masteries suit certain champions better. They get better bonuses. Certain masteries are only for certain classes, so that helps out those specific classes. So there's lots of factors, and as you change your masteries, your top avatar characters, the top 4, are going to change as well. So anyways, this is our wiped out 0 mastery. Let's go in. We're gonna bounce around. That's just kind of how my brain works, and that just goes, there's no right or wrong way, right? As long as at the end of the day, the way that you do it, if it works for you, that's fine. I'm going to show you my technique and the way that I think about things. You don't have to go through and pump out all in offense, all in defense, all in utility. We're going to move around. We're going to do the basic setup, and we might evaluate and make changes based on that info. So let's start. Let's get going in offense. We are again now setting it up for the arena grind. So we're going to go into strength. We're going to put 1 in strength. We are going to put 1 in greater strength. And you guys, At another video, I'm definitely going to also show you Labyrinth of Legend masteries, which are also completely different. And just a heads up, I've tried different setups for that as well, and one of them includes right here this greater strength 9 of 9 because it was all about that enrage timer. So just throwing that out there. And always when I start, guys, because like I said, sometimes I just go 2 and 2 on courage and pierce. I start just by putting in 1, and then I come in and fill the points up at the end, like I said. So we'll do that as well. We'll put 1 in pierce. Okay. Of course, we're going to put 1 in lesser cruelty. We're going to go 5 in cruelty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mastered. There we go. Go ahead and put 1 in lesser precision. To be honest, sometimes if you have to skimp on 1 point, excuse me, guys. Sometimes you got to skim on 1 point. I like to skim on this one because I truly do feel that the cruelty for each single mastery point gives you a little tiny bit more. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this precision. Bring this up to 5 as well. So this is the standard bare bones. If you're just starting out, really, this is kind of like the basic stuff that you would want to see with these. I would say these are the first 16 that you probably would start to put, okay, into all of this. And we're going to start going into some because this is all about raising that PI. And the best way to do it, the mastery that gives you the most bang for your buck in terms of PI is actually Liquid Courage, then followed by double edge. So we know that either way we got to come in. Like I said, glass cannon is another spot where sometimes if I need a point I'll put 2 in or 3 in, but I'm definitely going to start with 1. We're going to come back and fill that in as well. Okay, and then we're going to put 1 in recoil. I hate recoil, but technically if it was for a speed run for arena, even putting that up, if you could even potentially, with a lot of the weaker champs that you might be grinding in your arena, if you do get to those SPs, like some of those SP2s are so strong, it actually would make a difference. Like if recoil 3 of 3, and I didn't even unlock it, I've never done it, but 20% extra damage on top. If you're talking about a 5-star, the potential for 40%, which is kind of cool. Well, I guess that's only on a SP3, not a SP2. Stand corrected. Anyways, we need 1 in recoil. We'll do that right now, just so we can get to the other 2. We are definitely putting, we know we're doing 3 Liquid Courage. Let's do that. We know that we are doing 3 in double edge. We just gave ourselves 60% attack all the time. 60% attack boost all the time. And of course that comes with a cost. We're drunk and poisoning ourselves, and we're cutting ourselves with our double edge, which is insane. So we know that's filled up. I'm going to leave the despair, the deep wounds, and the assassins is definitely a must. Assassins is super fast, helps speed up, but that might be the beginning of where we start here. Let's take a look just to see with that core offense on this arena mastery setup. I've already jumped up to 7,395 just on masteries right there. And as you can see, the champions did change. Okay, the order changed as well. With those crits, Black Widow, and that extra attack, that Black Widow popped up in front of Magic. But you'll see as we change these some more, they're probably going to change again. I expect to see like Ultron's a heavy hitter, and Electro normally pops up if you've got running those sort of things. The heavy attack champs, the glass cannon champs for sure. But anyway, so let's move on. Now let's start plunking some chips down. Here we go. What is this? Get a 5-star shards and alpha catalyst now. We'll check that out. Let's see. We get some kind of offer. I'm gonna have to close the app and come back to it. I don't see it, and because I'm focused, I don't really care. Get back in. Okay, so we're on defense. We're going to start by putting 1 in vitality. Putting 1 in greater vitality. We're unlocking the tree. Right. Know that we're putting 1 in salve. We know that block proficiency, we want 4. We're going to do 1 in perfect block. We're going to do 2 in stand your ground. And I'm not running through, guys. This is not a video about what all the masteries are. If you're here and you're watching this, I'm assuming straight up that you already know what masteries are. This is what I'm doing with my mastery setup that I used for arena grinding. Okay, we know that we're definitely going to be hitting recovery. Let's put a point in there. Okay. We know that we're going to be hitting more in recovery. Let's put a point here. And 1 more in recovery. That's mastered. We need 15 points, so 2 more that I have to put in. There is 2 more that you have to put in. Okay, we're going to come back. Let's go into utility. We're going to put 1 in limber. We put 1 in dexterity. We put 3 in parry. 1, 2, 3. And we like to start with 2. We're going to come back. We're almost positive I'm going to hit 3 of 3 on Stupefy for sure. Definitely helpful. Making sure you take advantage of all those parries and those those quick kill arena kills. Okay, so we have 14 points left. Let's see where we're at. If we do 1, 2, 3, got 6 points that I potentially want to do there, and then 4 is 10. We're going to go ahead and hit despair. We're going to put 1 in deep wounds. Deep wounds really is not a mastery that's taken advantage of by everyone. If I'm running a bleed specific team, especially if it's an AQ/AW, then I'll change that in the mastery setup to take advantage. But for arena, because not everyone takes advantage, it doesn't make sense to go above over 1. I personally have it unlocked to 3 as of now. And then assassin, we're going to go up. I'd like to run 4. I'm going to try to run 4, but we're going to put it to 3 for right now. Okay. We have to move on here. We need to hit 15. That's 2 more points, so we're going to actually do 1 more in stand your ground. And we're going to do 1 more in salve. We've unlocked willpower. And over here, guys, we're getting excited because, why are we getting excited? Put 1 in willpower, but we are unlocking coagulate. Okay, never had this before. But it's pretty crucial to be successful in AQ and AW while you do the arena grind. So, gotta take 1 for the team. We're gonna go 1. Unlock 2. We're going to go 2. We're going to go 3. Okay, that leaves us with 3 points left. Okay. Really wish we had more points. Super important bang for our buck in terms of going up. Attack percentage per mastery point is glass cannon. That would be 2 in glass cannon. I don't know if we could really take advantage of going under 50. The plan is we won't be doing that much. Maybe in building up that arena streak. And then Pierce is definitely helpful. Wish that I could move around some of those points, but I just can't. Glad we didn't put, and see, this is the reason why I don't stack it everywhere, because in my mind I know I want this, too bad. You can't have it all. You got to make sure that you are fine. We got 3 points left. Like I said, we are going to definitely put a second into glass cannon. That is a for sure. That is a for sure. We've got 2 points left. Should be 3 once I hit this level 60, but for now it's 2. We are going to hit that glass cannon 3 of 3. We've got 1 point left. Do we want to put it into Pierce? Do we want to put it into Assassins? Do we want to put it into Willpower? Want to put it into Stupefy? That extra 0.2 seconds really does help. I think I'm going to put it into Stupefy, guys. And there we have it. This is the current Arena Mastery setup. We're going to run through all 3, but first, I just want to take a look and see. Whoa! Look at that difference, guys. 8,828 on the Star-Lord. Black Widow actually shows up and takes out Ultron, followed by Magic at 345. Pretty crazy how beefed up Black Widow is. Let's take a look at Star-Lord. Let's close this. Look at his attack, guys. 2,884 base attack. No boosters, no synergies. He is a beast. I love going all the way up. So let's just take a look one last time at all 3 tabs and what we finally decided on. We talked about Pierce and why that's important, but I had to really sacrifice a point. The next point would go into Pierce for sure. I would go Pierce 2 of 3 if I could pull it and I had that extra point. Also would like to see Assassins come up as well. So I might, who knows, I might fiddle around, but as you can see, Glass Cannon 3 of 3, and then Liquid Courage and Double Edge both at 3 of 3. In the defense, really had to use more mastery points than I wanted to unlock the Willpower and Coagulate. Hopefully I can do alright with the 1 of 3. Let me show you what I mean, guys. With unlocking 1 in Willpower, you get a 0.5% chance. It's half of a percent. Okay, you only get 1/10% more. Okay, 1/10%, and then for 2 points, it doesn't even go up incrementally from there. It's another 0.10, so 0.2, like 1/20th of a percent, guys, for 2 mastery points. I just don't really see it. I really don't. And I'm going to be in the negative. Well, each tick, I'm not going to be positive. I don't have salve all the way up. I don't have the willpower all the way up. So, you know, I'm definitely going to run into that. But for Arena, this is what we want. And we're going to conclude this video by going in. I think I did one 1 run so far on the grind. And when I bring this to conclusion, we're going to get that streak going and probably jump on the live stream. But we're going to go right in here into versus. Yep, as you can see, our streak of 1 is real. Used whoever was in there from before. Let's just grab some 3 stars. Grab some real winners. How about like, already used Iron Patriot, but how about like Abomination and like She-Hulk and who else? It's got to be that 3-star Hulk. Ha, troll yourself. Troll yourself. We'll throw the Red Hulk in, maybe. How about Fix It? He really does fit with this crew. The All-Star crew is coming out. We've got A-Bomb, She-Hulk, and of course, Senor Fix It. So let's jump in and see what kind of damage they can do. Notice their levels, guys. They are at 1-1, 1-1, and 1-1, I believe. So we're going to jump in here. Whatever it may be. Let's check out this power, guys. Let's check out this power. Hard to really see with the 1-1 because 1-1s are so weak. So weak, but boom. I really shouldn't have done 1-1s to really give you guys. I probably should have done like some 440s maybe to give you guys a good idea, or at least some 330s of what kind of power we're talking about. Maybe I'll do one more after this. But yeah, guys, this is it. This is maximized PI, okay, plus attack plus strength to increase the amount of points that we can get in arena, and also how fast we can end the battles. The combination of those 2 factors went into deciding on what masteries I wanted to run. There we go. The AI at first is just so easy and unaggressive. They just stand there and want to get beaten. Senseless. I don't get it. It's crazy. Not even right. And he's at 110. Fix It. So here, we'll really get to see what a strong champion at rank 1, level 10, all the way up to level 10. And of course the class advantage as well. Look at this beast go. 2 heavy attacks to end it up with 8 hits with the beast of the rank 1 Senor Fix It. Alright guys, maybe I'll bring in some heavy sluggers like I think I got just the idea. We'll stick with the science realm of science champions. And let's jump on in. We're going to do one more just to show off a little bit more strength, because rank 1s are really not that impressive. I think everybody has 330 4-stars, right? Everyone has 330 4-stars. So let's do 3 330s. And the ones that I was thinking about were Electro with like Miles Morales and maybe Symbiote Spider-Man. Let's do that one. Let's check it out. Alright, any advantages? Not really. Any favorable matches? Not really. I'll probably swap these 2 bad boys and do this. take a look at the PI of my these are all 334 star champions. Compare it to your dupe Miles Morales, or if you have an unduped 330 Electro, or a baby dupe symbiote Spider-Man. Those are the PIs right there. Let's see how hard they hit. Got the nice crit synergies as well. So it's all good in the hood, guys. They hit so heavy, so heavy. That was all like medium, light, noob style. No mediums at the end. This keeps the fights nice and fast. And of course, with better champions and higher ranked champions, it's even better. And of course, more importantly, the maximized PI for maximizing points. Look at all these crit hits. That's really almost 1,000 on crit hits for a 330. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Definitely pretty strong. So that's it, boys and girls. That'll do it. I hope you enjoyed it. I've given you basically 2 of the mastery setups. We got 1 more. Killa can't even count. What's going on? Drop some knowledge on you guys. I have a master's degree of accounting and I can't even count to 3. Let's get this symbiote. But guys, as I was saying, I showed you rewind this video, go back to the beginning and check out my general AQ AW mastery setup, and then also fast forward to what I'm currently using as my arena grinding mastery setup. Trying to play without looking down at my phone. That didn't go in my favor. Man, I love Symbiote Spider-Man. I didn't even play him correctly, guys. Every time I play him, what I try to do, obviously not for arena and trying to be fast, is parry, heavy attack, and just keep stacking. Keep stacking. I love playing that way with Symbiote Spider. It's definitely one of the most fun champions to use, in my opinion. But that's it, boys and girls. So check it out. We've shown you those 2 mastery setups, the general AQAW setup, and of course, the arena grind setup. We've got other setups as well that we can show you. If you like these mastery videos, let me know down below. Leave the comments. And also, I'm going to be judging if you like this content and you want to see more by throwing up the thumbs up. If I see a lot of thumbs up, let's say if we can hit 100 thumbs up, just 100 thumbs up, I will share more mastery content. You got to spend units every time you change up these masteries. You got to unlock things. It's a pain in the butt. It's expensive. I definitely benefit from it. But if you guys want to learn more, let me know, and I'll keep showing you that content. I'd like to show you also those Labyrinth of Legends setup, and also I have a few a few mastery setups that Killa himself has invented that I've invented, guys. One of them is called the Bleed Stacker Synergy. That's all I'm going to say about that. So let me see 100 thumbs up if you guys want to see more mastery videos. And other than that, guys, we will see you in the next video.